Ubisoft is cooked. We all know Ubisoft, right? The developers behind Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, all the Tom Clancy games. They got some classics under their belt, but they've been dropping some real stinkers lately. To be fair to them, you look at Star Wars Outlaws or Assassin's Creed Mirage, they're not the worst games in the world. They're just not at the level they should be, especially for AAA titles and the budgets behind them. Well, like I said, these games are AAA titles with a bunch of developers behind them, and they are just not selling the way they need to. And game after game, as many times as Ubisoft has tried lately, these titles are just not selling and the company is spiraling downwards. Already, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed and their pre-order numbers are looking abysmal. I mean, things are not looking good for Ubisoft. Their stocks have dropped over 40% this year and they have laid off almost 100 employees just in a few months. Ubisoft going bankrupt here is starting to seem like a very likely possibility. Although there is this Chinese tech company called Tencent that seems very interested in buying Ubisoft just flat out, and that seems like a very likely future for Ubisoft. But the big question is, why is Ubisoft going downhill? Why is Ubisoft close to being bankrupt? What is going on over at Ubisoft? We already talked about the poor sales of the games, but what else is going on? So the following is my opinion. I would love to hear your opinion in the comments below. But number one, I believe that their game budgets are just way overinflated. Let's use Star Wars Outlaws as an example here. It was reported that Outlaws cost around $200 to $300 million to make, and that's including marketing, and they have just passed over 1 million copies sold in a month. They need to sell anywhere from, 7 to 8 million copies to probably just break even. So you can imagine the loss there. The second reason I would say is what people call their copy and paste formula when it comes to their games. All Ubisoft games nowadays are all pretty much the same with a different coat of paint over them. They're usually these open world shooter games with fetch quests and repetitive side missions where you take over bases, base after base after base, or whatever you want to call them. They always got a different game in every name. They all just kind of feel like Far Cry nowadays. But you can tell when you're playing a Ubisoft game just right off the bat. And number three, I wish there was a better way of saying this. And it's kind of similar to my number two reason, but the games just are not good. Every now and then we will get a banger game from them, but it's rare. It's like there's like this huge disconnect between the company and the consumers, and they just do not know what the players like or the players want. So that's some of the reasons I think Ubisoft is going downhill on top of plenty of other reasons. But just to put the cherry on top of this big pile of Ubisoft poop, the geniuses in their higher up positions decided to release an NFT game. That's right, remember those things? Well, they released this game very quietly. There was no marketing, there's barely any videos about it. But let's take a look at this article on IGN written by Rebecca Valentine here. Okay, so the game is called Champion Tactics, or rather Champion Tactics Grimoria Chronicles. It is billed as a PvP tactical RPG game on PC, and it is indeed published by Ubisoft. Champion Tactics is free to download. You need a Ubisoft account to download, and let's see. Oh, here we go. So at the time of this piece, 5 days after launch, the in-game marketplace has figurines for sale ranging from $7 to a whopping $63,000 for something called a Swift Zilla. Oh my god, so they are selling these figures. Oh my god. You are given some temporary figurines to play with, but you will eventually need to either purchase actual figurines, aka NFTs, from other players using their in-game gold or cryptocurrency, so real money, or you can craft your own using the Forge system, which also requires real money. Oh my god, why would they make this game? Some of the decisions that Ubisoft continues to make blow my mind. I don't know what they're doing, but leave it in the comments below. What is your opinion? Are you guys upset that Ubisoft is going downhill? Do you think that the Chinese company Tencent will buy them out, or they will just go flat out bankrupt? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for giving me a little bit of your time. Please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one.